If the thought of being alone unsettles you, maybe it's not the silence itself you fear, but what the silence reveals. For some, loneliness feels like an ache, a hollow space we desperately try to fill. For others, it's a retreat, a refuge, a quiet room in a noisy world. But beneath both views lies a hidden truth. Loneliness isn't just an absence of people, it's an encounter with yourself. We tend to confuse two very different things, being alone and feeling lonely. Being alone is a situation, you're physically without company. But loneliness is a state of the soul. It can arrive uninvited, even when you're surrounded by voices, screens, and smiles. Why does it hurt so much? Because when the world goes quiet, you can finally hear the whispers within you, fears, doubts, forgotten memories. The parts of you that don't show up in conversation but echo in silence. Philosopher Carl Jung believed that the most important journey is the one we take inward, not into books or lectures or debates, but into ourselves. And often that journey begins with solitude. After his break with Freud, Jung didn't rush to rebuild his image or reputation. He withdrew. He went into seclusion, not out of defeat, but to dive into the vast, uncharted ocean of his own psyche. He called it a confrontation with the unconscious, and it was in those quiet, lonely hours that Jung began to hear what he called the voice of the soul. When you cut off the noise of the world, something else begins to speak, not loudly, not clearly, but persistently. Images arise, feelings surface, truths you've buried start to stir. This is the paradox. Loneliness hurts because it reveals, but what it reveals can also heal you. Our inner world is not made of pure light. There are shadows too, parts of ourselves we pretend don't exist. The anger we deny, the envy we suppress, the insecurities we dress up with fake confidence. Jung called this hidden part the shadow, and said it's only in silence, when the mask drops, that the shadow steps forward. Most of us are afraid of what we might find, so we scroll, we binge, we stay busy. But ignoring the shadow doesn't make it disappear. In fact, it grows stronger the more we deny it. It waits, and it emerges in strange ways, outbursts, anxiety, fatigue, burnout. Jung didn't see the shadow as evil, he saw it as necessary, a source of truth and even creativity, but only if we're willing to face it. Solitude is not punishment, it's the mirror that doesn't lie. When you're alone, you stop performing, you meet yourself unfiltered, and in that raw meeting you begin to integrate, to become whole. Try this. Next time you're alone, don't reach for your phone. Don't turn on the TV. Just sit, breathe, feel. Write down what you notice. Not what you think you're supposed to feel, but what actually arises. It might be uncomfortable at first. You might meet the parts of you you've spent years ignoring, but over time, you'll also find clarity. You'll find courage. You'll start recognizing what's truly yours, not just what society handed you. This is what Jung called individuation, the process of becoming your truest self. It's not about isolation. It's about integration. And ironically, to become truly connected, to others, to the world, to meaning, you have to start by being willing to stand alone. Because only when you know yourself can you share something real with the world. In solitude, archetypes awaken. You might meet the hermit, the one who walks away from the crowd to hear the wind in the trees, the quiet voice within, or the wounded child, the part of you still aching from old stories, seeking love in silence, or the sage, not wise because of age, but because of stillness, because they've dared to sit in the fire of loneliness and not run. Solitude is their sacred ground, and it can be yours too. This isn't about romanticizing pain. It's about reimagining what pain can reveal. Every moment of loneliness is an invitation, a doorway to understanding, not just what you've lost, but what you've never fully seen. And yes, it takes courage, but healing does. So take 5 minutes today. No noise, no scrolling, no escaping, just you. And you. Ask the question, what have I not yet heard from myself? Then listen. Because in the stillness, you might discover the one thing that's been waiting for you all along. You.